Hello guys, welcome to the Triune Physics aka Physics Bible. Today we'll continue in our JAMB series, and this is to expose you to the questions that. Hello and welcome to the Triune Physics aka Physics Bible. Today I'm going to expose you to some of the JAMB expected questions for this year. Of course, these questions were extracted and they are tailored as JAMB mock, and this is based on sections. So all the topics that we're expecting in this year's JAM has been captured. I hope you are following. So this is SS2 and SS3 questions. So we are saying class 11 and class 12, SS2 and SS3. So let's begin. These are our questions. Are we here? So let's solve question 1. A projectile is fired at an angle theta with a kinetic energy K. Its kinetic energy at the highest point is A, K, B, K cos theta, C, K cos square theta, D. We have 0. Are we here? So we're going to solve this question now quickly. In solving this question, you must understand that at highest point, okay, at highest point, only horizontal velocity remains. Are you here? Only horizontal velocity remains. That is what? V of x is what is left. And V of x is equal to what? V cos what? Theta. Are you here? So since they are asking us for kinetic energy, so K, which is kinetic energy, are we here, is directly proportional to V squared. Are you here? So if K, which is kinetic energy, is directly proportional to V squared, then our answer becomes K cos square theta. Are you following? K cos square theta. And that is it. So our answer becomes what? C. So this is our correct answer. Are you here? So let's go to the next question now. Question 2. A solid sphere and a hollow sphere of the same mass and radius roll down an inclined plane without slipping. So which of these reaches the bottom first? So we have the solid sphere, we have the hollow sphere, we are both reach together and then depends on the angle. So the solution to this question, you know that smaller moment of inertia means faster acceleration. You know that smaller moment of inertia means faster acceleration. Exactly. Smaller moment of inertia means faster acceleration. Are you here? So if that is the case, you will know that the solid sphere, okay, will reach the bottom first. Are we together? The solid sphere will reach the bottom first. So our correct answer is A. Next question, question 3. The moment of inertia of a rod about an axis perpendicular to its length, take note of length, and passing through one end is, so these are our options. You should know that the moment of inertia of a rod about an axis perpendicular to its length and passing through one end is supposed to be 1 over 3. Okay, it's meant to be 1 over 3, okay, multiplied by mass multiplied by the square of the length. Are you here? So in the case of a rod, the moment of inertia about the center of mass is 1 over 12, okay, ml squared. The distance between the center of mass and the axis through the end is L over 2. Are you following? Applying the parallel axis theorem, the moment of inertia about the end will now give you 1 over 12 ml squared plus m into L over 2 squared. Okay, that will give you 1 over 12 ml squared plus 1 over 4 ml squared, so that your answer becomes 1 over 3 ml squared. Are you following? So our final answer becomes what? Our final answer becomes ml squared over 3. Okay? ml squared over 3. So where's the answer? ml squared over 3. So B is our answer. Section 2, Electrodynamics. This is basically SS3 work. So the next question now, a charged or a capacitor of capacitance C is charged to potential V and then connected to an uncharged capacitor of capacitance 2C. The final voltage across the combination is what? So the final voltage across the combination, based on what we're having, will give us what? You know that Q is equal to what? CV, right? So if you observe, you can see that Q is equal to this C now becomes what? We have a capacitor of capacitance C is charged to potential difference V and then connected to an uncharged capacitor of capacitance 2C. So we have plus 2C, okay, multiplied by our voltage. Are we together? So if you do this, you realize that if you are making V the subject of the formula, V will now equal Q over C. So you see that V is now inversely proportional to C. So as V is increasing, C will also be decreasing. So since we are having 3C, then automatically we're going to have V over 3. So our final answer becomes A. Are you here? Yes, that is it. Next question. Question 5. In a moving coil galvanometer, the deflection theta is proportional to. Now, if you observe, we are dealing with galvanometer, and galvanometer is used to measure what? Current. So if you observe, you see that theta, okay, is proportional to current. And if that is the case in a moving coil galvanometer, then you know that our answer becomes what? Becomes A, current. In a moving coil galvanometer, the deflection theta is proportional to current. Take note of these. Question 6. A straight wire carrying current I is placed parallel to the y-axis. The magnetic field at points A, O, and O is along what? So, if you observe, this is under Fleming's right-hand rule, okay? Or you can say right-hand thumb rule. Right-hand thumb rule. Go and check it, okay? So, the current now along Y positive, okay, will give you what? Will give us B negative field, okay? Since this is positive will be attracted to negative. I hope you are following. So at this point, our result obtained will be Z, but Z will not be negative, Z will be positive, because positive will be attracted to negative. I hope you are following this. That is it. Next question. So let's go. Question 7. Optics and waves. In Young's double slit experiment, if the slit separation is tripled, the fringe width becomes what? We have 1 over 3, we have 3 times, we have 9 times, we have unchanged. So if you observe, you know that the fringe width, okay, let's represent that with a flux density, will give us lambda d over d. Are we following? And this will result to B being proportional to 1 over d. Okay, if you eliminate this, I hope you are following. B will be inversely proportional to D. So if you see this, then you observe that if Young's double slit experiment, or in a Young's double slit experiment, if the slit separation is tripled, the fringe width becomes what? Is tripled. So if you observe now, we'll now have 1, this will give us 1 over 3. I hope you are following. 1 over 3. So our answer becomes A. Question 8. A light wave travels from glass and refractive index is 1.5 to water, refractive index 1.33. The critical angle for total internal reflection will become what? The critical angle for total internal reflection will give us what? So if you observe based on this topic under optics, you see that the critical angle, which is theta of C, is equal to what? Sine inverse of what? N2 over N1, which is the refractive index now, where N2 is less than N1. Are we together? So if you do that, you see that our theta C will equal sine inverse, okay, of what? Our N2 is what? Our N2 is given to be 1.33 over 1.5. So this gives us our answer. So if you check, the correct answer is A. I hope you are following. A sound wave has a frequency of 1 kilohertz and wavelength 34 centimeters. Its speed in air is, so you see that frequency is given to us, wavelength is given to us. Now we are asked for speed. We together. So for you to find this, you know that V is equal to F lambda, right? So this will now equal 1000 because 1 kilohertz is 1000 multiplied by 34 centimeter will give you 34 over 100. Are you following? So that I have 0.34. So that our V will now equal 340 meters per second. So our option is what? Is A. Yes. Section 4, Modern Physics, SS3. Now, the de Broglie wavelength of an electron accelerated by 100 volts is approximately what? Is approximately what? So if you observe this, you realize that lambda from his derivation h all over the square root, okay, of 2m of E multiplied by your V. Are we together? This is all square root. So this approximately, okay, will give us 1.32 divided by the square root of what? V. Okay, and this is in nanometer. I hope you are following. For V is equal to 100 volts. For V is equal to 100 volts, if you are substituting, you will now have what? 1.23 all over the what? Square root of 100 volts in nanometer. We give us 1.23 divided by 10, which will give us our answer to be 0.123 nanometer. So our correct answer is C. Question 11. In a hydrogen atom, the transition emitting the shortest wavelength in the Balmer series is what? The transition emitting the shortest wavelength in the Balmer series will give you what? So the shortest wavelength, which is lambda, will give you what? Is equal to the highest, or H max. Let's put it at the highest energy transition, okay, which will give you delta E max. I hope you are following it. So if that's the case, then you know that N is equal to infinity as it approaches N is equal to 2. So in a hydrogen atom, the transition emitting the shortest wavelength in the Balmer series will give you our answer to be C. So you know that hydrogen atom has what? 1 electron and 1 proton, which gives you this. I hope you are following this. A radioactive sample decays to 1/16th of its initial mass in 80 days. Its half-life is 10 days, 20 days, 40 days, 5 days. So if you look at this question, you see that this question is SS3 work. So for us to be able to calculate for answer 1/16, okay, will give us a half-life 1/2 raised to the power of 4, isn't it? And this will give us 4 half-lives. 4 half-lives. Exactly. And 4 half-lives will equal what? 80 days. Are we together? So T1/2 will equal what? If you divide 80 by 4, what would you have? To now become 80 divided by 4. And this will give you what? 20 days. So our answer becomes B, 20 days. The RMS speed of oxygen molecules at 300 Kelvin is V. Okay? If the temperature is doubled, take note, the new RMS speed will now give you what? If the temperature is doubled, the new RMS speed will become what? So remember that VRMS, okay, is directly proportional to the square root of temperature. So if T doubles, right here, if T doubles, then VRMS will do what? Increases by what? Root 2. I hope you are following it. This will increase by root 2 so that our final answer becomes what? Root 2 V. So what's the answer? B is the correct answer. Take note of these. Question 14. A thermodynamic process is represented by P is equal to kV, where K is constant, okay? The molar heat capacity for this process is, for P is equal to kV, okay? In this process, you know that C is equal to CV plus R divided by, you know that N is equal to 2 as it approaches C. So that this is equal to CV plus what? R over 2. I hope you are following this. So this gives us our answer to be CV plus R over 2. Our B is our answer. Section 6 now. SS1 work. Okay? SS1 work. So let's go now. The SI unit of magnetic flux is, of course, you know, is the Weber. Okay? The convex lens forms a virtual image when the object is placed where? Where would the object be placed for a convex lens to form a virtual image? So remember or recall that convex lenses form virtual images when an object, is within what? The focal length. I hope you are following. When an object is within the focal length. Hence, for this image to be formed, when the object is placed, the object will be placed between focus and optical center. It will be placed between focus and optical center. I hope it is clear. Section 7, Electromagnetic Induction, SS3. A circular loop of radius r carries current I. The magnetic field at its center is doubled when what happens? When will it be doubled? Take note of this. When will the magnetic field be doubled? So if you observe, you realize that B is equal to mu multiplied by I all divided by 2R. Okay, so that from the equation we say double if I doubles. Is that clear? Then, or you can say R is what? Halved. If R is halved, remember that a circular loop of radius R carries current I. Okay, and from this formula you see that R is 2R. So if it is doubled, we are going to have 2I. Okay, we are going to have 2B. So instead of these to increase, this will be halved, and hence our final answer to this question becomes what? Let's look at it. D is both A and B. So what is A? Current is doubled. Okay. B, radius is halved. Are you here? Radius is halved. Can you see this? If that is the case, our answer is D, because this and this are correct. Are you following? Question 18. The core of a transformer is laminated to reduce what? The core of a transformer, why is it laminated? So, we have A, to reduce hysteresis loss, B, eddy current loss, C, copper loss, D, flux leakage. So if that is the case, you see that laminations disrupt eddy current path from what we've learned before. So if laminations disrupt eddy current paths, then our answer becomes eddy current loss. So B is the answer. Question 8 or section 8, semiconductors, SS3. In a PN junction diode, okay, the width of a depletion region increases when what happens? A, forward biased, B, reverse biased, C, unbiased, D, heated. Depletion region, okay, depletion region widens. It widens under reverse bias. Okay, since it widens, then we'll now say that it is reverse bias. I hope you are getting this. The width of depletion region increases when it is reversed biased. Question 20 now. The logic gate that gives high output only when all inputs are high. Okay, that gives high output only when all inputs are high is what? You've done this in computer. Okay, so we have AND, we have OR, we have NAND, and we have NOR. So based on this, it has to be AND gates. Okay, because AND gates high only if all inputs are high. Okay, the output becomes 1 and 1 if the inputs are 1 and 1. Take note of that. Then section 9, gravitation. If Earth's radius shrinks by 1% with mass constant, the new G, the value of G, A increases by 1%, B increases by 2%, C decreases by 1%, D decreases by 2%. So if you observe, you should know that F is equal to G M1 M2 over what? R squared. Okay, but if you observe now, we are dealing with small g, so g is proportional to 1 over r squared. Are we following? So if that's the case, if r decreases by 1%, g will increase by what? Approximately 2%. I hope you are getting it. So because if g increases, or if r decreases by 1%, you are seeing r here, They are inversely proportional. As G is increasing, R will be decreasing. Okay, but R is squared. Hope you are getting it. So as R decreases by 1%, G increases by approximately 2%. Okay, it is called binomial approximation. So our answer becomes what? B increases by 2%. Question 22. A satellite orbits Earth with time period T. If the radius is doubled, new periods become what? If the radius is doubled, new period becomes what? This can be achieved using Kepler's third law. Okay, so you know that T squared is directly proportional to what? R cube. So if R is doubled, okay, then T will become what? T becomes 2 root 2 of T. I hope you are following it. T will become T root 2 of T. Okay, so our answer becomes C. Section 10. Fluid mechanics. A liquid flows through a pipe with speed V. If diameter is halved, new speed becomes what? If diameter is halved, new speed becomes what? So this has to do with continuity equation. A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. Okay, so if diameter, of course you know that diameter is what? Halved. That is this over 2. Area will become what? Area will become 1 over 4. I hope you are getting this, because originally diameter over 2 will give you radius. Okay, so area will become 1 over 4 because speed will now quadruples. So if that is the case, then we know that our answer becomes 4V. This is our answer. Question 24. Bernoulli's equation is derived from conservation of what? Mass, energy, momentum, and charge. Mass, energy, momentum, and charge. Bernoulli's equation is essentially energy conservation for fluids. Okay? Energy conservation for fluids. So if that's the case, our answer is B. Section 11. Simple harmonic motion and waves. A simple pendulum's period becomes 2 seconds on Earth. On Moon, G prime is equal to G over 6. Its new period is, what will become the new period? Our G is given to be G over 6. What will become our new period? So if you look at this question, you will know that period is directly proportional to 1 over square root of G. Okay, as this is on Moon. So if we want to separate this T, we can say T prime will equal what? T multiplied by the square root of G is given to be what? G over G prime. Okay, so if that is the case, then our T prime will now equal 2 times root 6 seconds. 2 multiplied by root 6 seconds. So if you observe, our correct answer becomes A. Question 26. Two sound waves having frequencies 256 Hz and 260 Hz will produce what? A. Resonance. B. Beats. C. Doppler effect. D. Diffraction. So beat frequency, the formula, beat frequency, okay, beat frequency is equal to what? F1 minus F2. Okay, 60 minus 256. What I have in 260 minus 256 will give you 4. So our answer is 4 hertz. Is that clear? So we have B as the answer. The equivalent resistance between A and B for 3 resistor or 3 ohm resistors in delta formation is 3 ohm resistors in delta formation is the equivalent resistance R equivalent to give you 2 over 3 R, okay? And we have been given R to be 3, okay? So if you substitute that, you now have 2 over 3 multiplied by 3, so that your final answer becomes 6 over 3. And 6 divided by 3 will give you 2 ohms. So our final answer becomes what? B, 2 ohms. Question 28. A 100 watt bulb operates at 200 volt. Its resistance is, this is our power, 100 watt. Our voltage is given to be 200 volt. Our R is unknown. Okay, so if you are solving this, you know that P is equal to V squared over R. Okay, so that R is equal to V squared over P. So that I have what? 200 squared over 100 watt. So that this will equal 400 ohms. So our answer is C. Question 29. The photoelectric effect demonstrates light's what? What does it demonstrate for light or in light? We have A to be wave nature, B to be particle nature, C interference, D polarization. So if you look at it, this question particularly, photoelectric effect supports photon theory. Okay, photoelectric effect supports photon theory and it supports particle nature. So our answer is B. Question 30. The nuclear process converting proton to neutron is? What is the nuclear process that converts proton to neutron? So if you look at this, you know that we have alpha decay, we have beta decay, and we have what? Gamma decay. So if you observe this process, okay, beta plus, okay, beta decay will give us our answer. Why? Because we know that P tending to N plus E positive plus V of E will give us what? Positron emission. That is positive emission of charges. So we have positron emission. If that is the case, then it has to be beta positive decay. So B is the answer. Section 14. Thermodynamics. For an isothermal process, delta U will equal to what? For isothermal process. Isothermal process means constant what? Temperature. Okay, constant temperature. So delta U will equal 0. Delta U, the change in U, will equal 0. So our answer is A. Question 32. The most efficient heat engine operates between 327 degrees Celsius and 27 degrees Celsius. Okay, its efficiency is what? What is the efficiency of this engine or machine? So if you want to solve for this, you know that N max is equal to 1 negative T cold all divided by what? T hot. Okay, and this will now equal 1 minus 300 Kelvin all divided by what? 600 Kelvin. Okay, let's use this bracket so that what are we going to have? 300 divided by 600 will give us 0.5. Okay, so if you convert 0.5 to percentage, what are you going to have? We're going to have 50%. So this is our answer. Section 15. Rotational motion. A disc rolls without slipping. The ratio of translational to rotational kinetic energy is? the ratio of translational to rotational motion or kinetic energy is. So for us to solve this, Ke translational ratio Ke, okay, rotational will give us 1 over 2 mv squared ratio 1 over 2, are you here? 1 over 2 omega squared. Let's use this to differentiate this so that this will give us 1 ratio 1 over 2. Okay, so that what are we going to have? This will give us 2 ratio 1 for solid sphere. So our answer is 2 ratio 1 B. 34. Torque is maximum when angle between R and F is what? Torque becomes maximum when the angle between R and F becomes what? So torque is given to be R times F. Okay, and this tends to maximum value when sine theta is equal to what? 1 into theta, and which is equal to 90 degrees. Okay, so if that's the case, our answer becomes C, 90 degrees. Question 35. Electrostatics. Electric flux through a closed surface depends on A. Shape, B. Total enclosed charge, C. Surface area, D. External field. Question 35. If we are solving it, we have Gauss law, okay, that says that flux depends only on enclosed charge. So if that's the case, then total enclosed charge give us our answer. 36. Two identical charges are placed r apart. This is a distance. If one charge is doubled, force becomes what? So remember or recall that F is equal to what? KQ1 Q2 over what? D squared. Are we here? So by observation, you realize that for you to solve this question now, you say F is directly proportional to Q1 Q2. Okay, we don't need to bring this yet. So if that's the case, if one charge doubles, then since this is directly proportional to each other, as F is increasing, this will also increase. So if one charge doubles, F will also doubles. So our answer becomes 2F. Section 17, magnetism. 37. A current loop behaves like what? Electric dipole, B. Magnetic dipole, C. Capacitor, D. Resistor. So for you to solve this question, current loops create magnetic dipole, or you can say current loops create magnetic dipole fields. So if that's the case, B becomes magnetic dipole. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't for more tutorials on physics. 38. The susceptibility of a diamagnetic material is positive and small, positive and large, negative, 0. So for you to solve this, you know that a material is less than 0 for diamagnetic material. So if that's the case, weak opposition to magnetic fields. Okay, so if that happens, then we have negative answer. The susceptibility of a diamagnetic material is negative. A convex lens f is equal to 20 centimeter forms a real image at 40 centimeters. The object distance is object image. Are we here? So for you to solve this, we need to use the lens formula or mirror equation. 1 over f over 1 over v minus 1 over u. okay, and our U is 40 centimeters. Then our F is what? 20 centimeters. Our V will become what? 40 centimeters. Okay, if that is the case, then we know that our answer is C, which is 40 centimeters. Please, if you substitute this into this, you should obtain this answer, please. So our F is equal to 20 cm. Our, what is given? Image distance, V, is 40 centimeters. Then U is unknown. Okay, so if you use 1 over F is equal to 1 over what? V minus 1 over U, we are going to have 1 over 20 is equal to 1 over 40 minus 1 over U. Okay, so that we'll now have 1 over U is equal to what? 1 over 40 minus 1 over 20. Is that clear? So that you have 1 over U is equal to, our LCM is 40. So 1 is 1. Then this is 2 minus 2. So that you have 1 over U is equal to 1 minus 2. We give you minus 1 over 40. If you cross multiply, what are you going to have? 1 over U is equal to minus 1 over 40. So cross multiply, what do you have? You now have minus U is equal to 40. So that your U will give you 40 centimeters. So our answer is 40 centimeters, C. Question 40. In diffraction, when slit width decreases, the central maximum becomes A, widens, narrows, disappear, splits. So diffraction condition, central maximum width. Okay, central maximum width is proportional to lambda over A. Okay, and A is equal to slit width. Are we together? A is equal to slit width. So if you observe, you will now see that it widens. The central maximum widens when it gives you this. So that is that for our tutorial under this JAMB syllabus. Please, if you enjoyed this tutorial, please subscribe to our channel and share this video with your fellow JAMB students. Is that clear? So for you to pass JAMB examination questions properly, if you observe during the mock or concluded mock exam, you see that most of the students score lowest in physics. So for you to score very well in physics, note for time management. Okay, this is bonus exam tips. Time management, spend 1 to 2 minutes per question. 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, then for you to answer your question properly, use elimination method. It means rule out incorrect option first. Rule out all incorrect options first. By reading your question, you should have an idea of those options that are incorrect. Rule them out. Then 3, unit check. Verify dimensional consistencies. Okay, verify dimensional consistency. So please, with these tips, I believe it will aid you in solving your exam questions. Wishing you all the best in your exams. From the Triune Physics, have a nice day. Connect to our social media handles at Physics Bible, the Triune Physics, for latest update. Thanks for joining us. Stay equipped, stay liquid.